While riding the subway, Arjun suddenly noticed that the hand mirror of a nearby passenger had turned transparent. At first, he thought his eyes were just tired, but on his way home from work, he saw the same passenger again. This time, the man's entire body had become transparent. Curious, Arjun secretly followed him. To his horror, the man suddenly collapsed and died on the spot. Arjun froze, terrified, realizing this wasn't the first time he had seen such a thing. That's when he understood he had gained a strange ability. Whenever someone's body turned transparent, it meant they were about to die. He tried to look it up on his phone, but the screen suddenly glitched, so he went to a phone shop. The shop assistant was none other than Maya, the girl he had secretly admired for a long time. But just as he handed her the phone, Arjun was shocked to see Maya's hands turning transparent. Frightened, he rushed out of the shop. Yet thinking of the girl he loved, he couldn't let her die so easily. He ran back and asked her out for coffee. Surprisingly, Maya agreed without hesitation, and once they sat down in the cafe, her hands slowly returned to normal. Had Arjun just changed her fate? He could hardly believe it. But later that night, his chest suddenly burned with unbearable pain, then calmed down again. The next day, Maya came to thank him. She showed him a newspaper. A fire had broken out in the phone shop, killing 2 people. Because she went out with Arjun, she survived. Later, Arjun saw his boss's hand becoming transparent. Wanting to protect the man who had always been kind to him, Arjun invited him to dinner. On the way, they were ambushed by a fired coworker in black. Arjun shielded his boss from the attack, and just like before, the transparency faded. His boss was safe, but Arjun collapsed with even sharper chest pain. This time, he blacked out and woke up in the hospital. The doctor explained, this condition was called the pain of Fortuna. It granted the power to foresee death, but anyone who changed another person's fate would be cursed with a heavy price. The doctor's crippled leg was a living proof. Though half believing, Arjun swore never to use the power again. But soon after, on his way to work, he looked around the subway car. Every passenger had turned transparent. Panicked, he left the train and wandered to a park where a child's ball rolled to his feet. When he picked it up, he was shocked to see the child's hand was transparent too. In fact, all the children nearby had become transparent. A flyer blown by the wind revealed the truth. Their kindergarten was going on a summer trip using the exact same train he had just left. Arjun remembered the doctor's warning. He tried to avoid it, but when he saw Maya's hand turn transparent again, he realized she also rode that train every morning. He begged her to take leave the next day, claiming he wanted to watch a movie together. Though suspicious, Maya agreed. He even called the kindergarten, trying to cancel the trip, but they thought he was insane. The next morning, Maya texted him. Her boss refused her leave, and she had to take the train. Arjun rushed to the station desperately, but he was too late. The doors closed, and Maya was already inside. Heart pounding in agony, Arjun chased after the train by taxi. At the next station, he spotted a railway construction team. Their bodies also transparent. That's when he realized the disaster was linked to the construction site. Without a second thought, he lit a signal flare he had prepared, then leapt onto the tracks in front of the speeding train. He tried to stop it with his own body, knowing it meant certain death. But if it meant saving dozens of lives, and Maya, he had no regrets. With a deafening crash, the crane at the site collapsed onto the tracks. Thanks to Arjun's sacrifice, the train screeched to a halt just in time. Maya rushed from the carriage, only to find Arjun kneeling lifeless on the rails. She held him tightly, sobbing, as the passengers looked on in confusion. They would never know why he did it, but Maya understood. Fortuna is the goddess of fate. Arjun's cursed gift had always been the eyes of Fortuna, and with them, he chose love over his own life.